if you leave, my shit gonna fail.
Look, I gotta give you dap on that because I'm the same way. Like I do not.
When I tell you, I went to cosmetology
I could write a book
school.
on that.
I went to cosmetology school without telling my age, but I went to cosmetology school over 30 years ago.
40. No, I'm kidding.
Way older. But look, and for real, and wigs wasn't what was the thing when I was in cosmetology school. You know what I'm saying? But I had made wigs on hand, by hand, but I had never did a wig on a sewing machine. And when I tell you, but I have children, like I said, and I have sewn clothes on the sewing machine. I have sewn clothes on the sewing machine. I used to crochet, and because I say when I'm a contractor, I'm a hands-on contractor. I'm real good with my hands. I knew it wasn't gonna be hard. And when I tell you, I am so detailed with this shit now. But to answer the question, people would leave. We would have altercations. We would have, back and forth. And you know what? And I promote you want to.
I know the feeling.
No, I promote people who want to go work for themselves.
Me too.
I promote that. So guess what? I can never think that it's a sick and stay. A person there and they're not gonna. They're gonna work. Because
everybody has their own dreams and everything. Yes.
So guess what it said? Angie, get your ass in here and learn how to make sure that your business is still operable. We put too much time, too much money into this shit for me to fail. I am not trying to be here for the season.
You just I am my not trying to be here for
the season. I'm not. So when I tell you, at first I wasn't getting here on time, but I was leaving late. I mean, I was leaving at 1:00 in the morning in here. Like I was, if it's such thing as self-taught, you looking at her.
Yeah.
You looking at her. And that's real talk.
I will say that is definitely true.
See, y'all, I'm young because guess what? I ain't get to go to bed till 5 in the morning, but yeah.
Because you got your own business. You got to get it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And because for real, from where I started to this, I would have never thought I would be doing this.
No, seriously.
What did you start?
I had my own record label. So I had 10 artists at one point where I was a manager of all 10. And I went to this music school down here. It's called SAE College. It was back in 2014. And started out with all the dean and everything helped me start the label, everything. Like,
cousin.
When I tell you, I literally, because it's crazy when you believe in people you believe in people more than they believe in themselves. Because you see the talent, you see the potential, you see all these things in this person.
Yes.
But they don't see it in themselves. So you end up wasting a lot of time, spending a lot of unnecessary money, which it wasn't unnecessary because I'm using the stuff now. And you actually... it's like you put your own dreams and goals on the back burner for people that don't really fight for you, but you fighting for them.
But you know what I've learned? Everybody heart ain't the same.
Everybody
heart ain't the same.
I know.
And I always tell people like and it's so crazy because I say you're not gonna meet a me, right? And I know I'm right. But at the same time, you can meet a good person like me. And I'm not saying, you're not going to meet me. I'm so unique. I'm so this.
Right.
But honestly, like, I really do want people to win.
Me too. Yeah.
When I tell you,
Amber,
no, like, I really want her to win.
I'm the same.
I do not want Amber to take her butt back to to Cleveland. Right. You know what I'm saying? Unless it was something way bigger or better. And you got to, it wasn't, I know you get sensitive about that. But,
Lord Jesus.
But everything for real happened for a reason.
It does.
You know what?
I do recognize
because
that.
It was meant for me to sing.
Nothing else.
See, this is
wild. It was meant for me to sing so I could be on the look. So I can be on the.
So we are at Exquisite Beauty where she does wigs, y'all. She don't sing.
Come get it.
Wait, what's your song?
Oh God, Lord Jesus. It's fine.
Can give it to you.
Hit your part.
Pulled up looking too good on my starship.
Hey.
Okay, I ain't gonna do it to y'all.
She said with her coochie print.
Hey, crocodile, no bras. See? New
Yes,
Orleans.
but I could definitely say like.
Okay, I make wigs better than I sing, y'all. But I used to sing for
Give
the
it up
church.
to the city girls and Usher on that because we do love that song.
And even them, like they're like them just being rappers and singers, like they own entrepreneurs too. Like they're their own bosses too. So it's like it's good to see people who are.
And it's crazy from coming from this to that, and you dating Diddy,
right?
You dating a whole millionaire.
Right.
She's been around for a long time.
I mean, I don't know if that was her master plan, but I know she was young watching him like.
I'm sorry, I'm taking, but y'all
I'd date Diddy too if I was in the industry.
Right.
I heard he like me.
And I wouldn't be mad.
Don't see no shade, but
I am clutching.
Too good on my star shit.
Diddy no shade, but if you do see this, I ain't trying to out you or nothing like that. This all love.
She's just trying to shoot a shot. That's all. You never know.
You feel me? Be like, Bub, look. Let me get this money real quick because we got to buy us a couple of things. We need a few items.
I will be
baby. I done asked my man. I said, "What if somebody came with an indecent proposal?" He's like, "Hell no." I said, "I'm talking about for you." He's like, "No, you ain't, because ain't nobody gonna offer me that. They offer you one quicker."
They sure will. You already know.
Listen, if you offer me anything, yes, all the sugar daddies.
No.
Yes, if
help
I can,
us all.
Lord.
Let's bless them both.
It's fine.
Bless them.
The Lord is my shepherd.
I shall not.
He know what I want.
I shall want a sugar daddy.
Help us all.
But yeah, like I was saying, like just dealing with people like that, like you do understand, like everybody can't go with you to the top. That was one thing I had to recognize, like, cause I'm always a team player first of all, and I always want to drag everybody with me. Like, okay, you do this job, I do this, and
everybody can't go with you everywhere. Yeah.
And I can say, like, I definitely am like one of those people who kind of like fall short on like utilizing people like y'all, like.
When it comes to
it's not because I want to, it's because I don't know, like sometimes it's just like your headspace and like you trying to like get there and be that person, but then it's like, dang, what am I?
Amber makes me want to punch her in the nose. First of all,
I'm gonna let you take this,
and that's because
I got a lot to say to that. But
no, I'm gonna break you
read
down.
me, please, because it always happens.
Is okay. If you're watching this, you just heard how she spoke, how she articulated. She is very well versed. She is so well versed that
I agree.
if she was to pitch you a business something, talking to
God.
her, you would jump on in. Okay, because she's educated with it. She has a lot of common sense, but that's where that hippie shit come in. Like, and I always say, and I wanted her. She's one. I wanted to. Come on, let's go. Let's get this money together. It's so many things that I'm doing right now that I want to. But when I tell you, my little hippie, I say, Amber, she want to come in here with the chest all loud and her hair
gotta be professional,
looking like buckwheat. But I think she's still her, but she's getting there. But sometimes in life, you have to bend.
Yeah.
You have to be in, Amber. You still could be you, but you have to be in. And if you don't, let me retract that, because you don't have to do a damn thing. You could.
You're right about that.
You don't have to do a band too.
You're right.
But if it's something else that you're aiming at, you may have to be in to get there.
I agree. I definitely agree. But that's why I'm saying, like, it's a lot of people like me who we want to bend, but I don't know, it's like a pause or like something that's like, dang, what's wrong with you? Like, you got all your resources right here. You got your people right here. Like,
good people.
Can I chime in real quick?
Go ahead.
Okay, so let me say what the fuck
No,
I'm gonna say.
only because I love
let
you
me
and we
tell you,
blood.
like,
That is the only reason.
let me tell you, because like, and I get what you're saying. Like you said, she don't have to do a damn thing, and you don't. But let me tell you, this is the thing with life. Like earlier, like when you was on the first show and you was like, can I smoke weed or whatever on the show? I was like, yeah, you can do what you do. But on certain shows, we going to be dealing with professional people. You know what I'm saying? So we can't do all the regular ratchetness things that we do and talk a certain way, you know, because we might be in a room full of white people or people that's of a higher stature.
I'll wear a bra.
That's bending.
I will wear a bra.
So my thing is bending. Like sometimes you got to know when to turn it off and when to turn it on, and it's right. You still you. You still can be in your hippie element. You still can wear hippie clothes, but you have to
wear
be
a bra.
considerate of your audience that you're interviewing.
Well, I did the pen,
and that's just on the podcast thing. But I'm speaking like in general, like when you trying to elevate and go certain levels. Because I'm the same way. I'll be want to be me completely all the time across the board. I don't care who I'm in front of. Right. But sometimes everything is not for everybody.
Yeah.
And you gotta kind of respect those boundaries when you're dealing with people in the world. Like,
and I get what y'all mean when y'all say bend. I feel like it's more so sacrifice. Not sacrifice. Yeah, sacrifice. Or like you gotta give up what's not what hasn't been working for you, and like
that's
try
to
like just
that's what makes you elevate. It's all a learning growth experience.
Just like me saying, I wasn't getting here on time.
Right.
You think I wanted to? I have owned all my businesses. Mm-hmm. I own an apartment building right now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to get up. Mm-hmm. Only thing I had to do was I used to get up to take my children to school. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And now I'm here. I'm getting up.
Shouts out Cleveland Public.
No, we was in a snooty school. My kids went to No, but so what I'm saying is we all been. Mm-hmm. We all been.
And there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah. Because I can at least see if you was bending to do something that is kind of go against your morals.
Or that's going to harm you.
That's going to harm you. But if it's something that's going to make you more get to the bag is what the general public say, get to the bag, get to being a more successful entrepreneur, business owner, and all those things. Like, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. And of course I want to get to the bag, but I want to be happy. Like what I'm doing.
Happy.
Like,
but guess what? You also want to be happy, and you want to financially stable.
Right.
That I'm not going to say money makes you happy because it does not. Yeah. Money I have been sitting on I don't know what and knowing in the bank under the cushions. I done had it and not been happy. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I've also been in a situation where money could have eased some of my turmoil that I was going through. It could have. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta find you gotta find that happy medium for you. You know what I'm saying?
That's the word. Yeah. You gotta find that balance.
If you're not where you want to be with other stuff, then know that it's then been. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like I say, you don't have to do shit. But if you're not where you want to be with maybe your living situation, your driving situation, your job situation, maybe even your relationship, then been. Because maybe they always say it's not them, it's you. Man in the mirror. You know what I'm saying?
No, seriously.
Yeah, I had to do some bending. I had to do some bending.
I will say that kick in the butt you gave me definitely helped. So
I'm still bending.
With the Louis.
Definitely helped.
I'm still bending. Because everything in life is about elevation. Mm-hmm. And you can't, like, the more you pause, you'll never grow. Mm-hmm. And that was one thing when I was younger, being in my little 20s and my little early 30s, I was always pausing on everything. And then it got to a point where it was like, man, fuck this. I want this. I want to do this. I want to go to this elevation. So I started reading more. I started, just educating my everything. Spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally.
I call it sober in the mind.
And you know what, people, this is so trivial for some, but I think sitting down, writing.
Yes. Oh my God. I haven't done
what I need to do, and when I don't do it all the time, but when I do it, I feel so accomplished.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like writing what I need to do this week. I start with the minors. You know what I'm saying? What I need to do this week, who I need to call this week. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right. Writing down my bills, even though I might can't, and then putting a little check mark on them each month. You know, for I did this, I did that. I mean, what I want to do, you know, the little stuff like that. That's so.
The little tedious stuff is what's really.
I think it helps to get you in order.
Keep you organized.
A little focus.
A little focus. Yeah.
Because, I mean, we all veer off. We all be wanting to go do drink and all of that stuff, but...
Let me tell you what I did. On the first of the year, I sat down and I wrote down all the expenses for the shop. I included me and my food in the expenses for the shop. Of course, my gas and my expenses. But I included and I tried to break it down because when I first came over here, there's so many great food restaurants. I was making it to give it to them. I said, I can't keep doing this shit. So I said, okay,